Hi, y'all. I just want to let y'all know, like, how things been changing in my life and how I believe that God is trying to overcome in my life and is trying to change me. And things is getting better, and some things is getting worse, and just some things is just really making it hard to really smile. But I'm counting each day, and I'm just hoping that He keep on keeping me pushing. I would like to say I went to a sleep study like on October 15 or 16. I'm gonna say October 15. And long story short, what I'm trying to say is that sleep study, they had me all taped up. They had me like with a sleep apnea mask. I didn't really sleep on it, but I did fall asleep. Like I think I probably got like maybe an hour, 30 minutes, maybe 2 hours, but I did. I probably didn't fall asleep right away, but I did fall asleep that night. But what I would like to say, from 1 to 10, it was better than me trying to sleep on my own when I first did the sleep study. And I was trying to just go to sleep on my own because I was tossing and turning my head a lot. I think the machine could have probably worked better if I would have just did the study with just the machine and not all these little gadgets and gadgets on my body and on my neck and on my head and everything. I couldn't move. I just want to say, after I used the machine, I gave it about a 3. As far as helping with my sleep, probably nowhere between a 3 and a 5. Like, I got there at like 9 something, 8, 9 something. I got finished getting hooked up like 9:50 going in 10. I went to sleep at maybe like 11. Probably woke up at 11, 12 because I felt like I couldn't breathe or I was lack of oxygen. It felt like my throat was just dry. Then from 12, I laid there and I probably fell asleep like at 1. It was very hard to fall asleep. So every time I did fall, I felt like I was like about to stop breathing or I worried or something like that. I just didn't trust the machine. I just didn't trust all the little chords that was going on. But I want to say like the next day or later on that day, it felt like probably so I could fall asleep. Like maybe 3 days, including last night. I went three good days. Last night was very hectic to tell if I really was sleepy or not because I didn't really like. The first night I felt like my eyes didn't really feel like cloudy or my body felt tired, but my eyes didn't really feel like cloudy or nothing like that. I yawned a little bit, but my brain, everything overall, just felt tired, good enough where I could go to sleep. So the next night, I'm gonna say that I got some sleep, and it felt like normal sleep because I didn't toss and turn, and it felt good because I actually knew that that I was asleep. And the second day came through, and I felt the same kind of way. I got a little tired enough where I could actually fall asleep. The third day, I felt the same way, and then the eye boogers are always there too. So um, I looked up what eye boogers mean. Like you normally do get them when I'm asleep. It could be a little bit of allergies or something wrong with my eyes overall to make it stop, but or dry eye. But you do normally get it when you're sleepy. So I'm just rocking it on that. I'm just glad to let y'all know that I'm feeling more comfortable. Like I could tell, like before when I wasn't getting no sleep, I was just tossing and turning. I tossed and turned, and I got up and out and peeing and boo-booing and peeing and boo-booing and doing stuff like that. I was tossing and turning a lot. But something bad happened to me too, something worse than me not having no sleep. And I might have messed up myself for good. Um, I went one night to my in-laws' house and I had some spiky chicken and some pasta. That was like the last real heavy meal that I ate. And I had like just so happened to just crack like 3 beers because I was so stressed over like me not being able to sleep. And I don't know if I got a hernia. I don't know if I pulled a muscle. I just realized this whole time I've been having acid reflux problems. So I really don't know what caused the stomach complications. Most likely the spicy food and the beer did. So I just want to let y'all know, like, man, let your kids know, let your husband know, let your wife know. Any of y'all got drinking problems, man, I'm not saying you gotta stop drinking, but balance it out. Don't be sluggish. Don't be doing these drinking contests and stuff like that. I mean, to each to your own. You ain't gotta listen to my message. My message to you is that they just say alcohol and spicy food is just not a good combination. I did feel a little knot, like my belly button did look a little swollen. I did feel a little knot, like kind of like underneath my stomach, kind of like on the right side. It don't feel too hard. My grandma said, because she had the procedure done, it could be a hernia. From 1 to 10, I hopefully hope that it's small enough. Somebody told me they could give you some type of solution stuff, some stuff you could drink that could shrink it. You know, shrink it small enough to where if you might still having surgery, it won't be as bad where they have to cut you open. And you might not need nothing. I'm just trying to hope alive. Y'all, man, pray for me, you know, and just trying to keep hope alive, because I ain't really trying to, like, it's already bad enough I'm a picky eater, but it's also bad enough, like, I got a weak stomach. My wife, you know, I give all congratulations to her, because, like, she can hold down food. Even when she be feeling like she need to throw it down, like, throw it up, like, she can have the nausea feeling. And I just don't know how she do it, because she can have the nausea feeling in her stomach, and she just, like, she could eat something and she could just hold it down some kind of way. For me, I had that nausea feeling in my stomach. It's like, yeah, I may try to hold it down. Yeah, I may try to, like, not throw up, but it's like, it bothers me so much, I give up every time, and I let it out. But my wife, it's very rare to really see her throw up, you know, and I really see how strong she is, you know. I just want y'all to keep my wife in prayer. She's going through a little thyroid thingy, and I feel very sad for her. It's kind of hard to feel sad for a person, like, not hard to feel sad for a person that you love, but it's kind of hard to feel sad for a person and then at the same time going through what you're going through, and then being strong for that person, and then trying to, like, make them be strong. You know, I hate the simple fact that me and us both going through that. I look at it as, man, maybe the devil is busy. I look at it as in a negative way, maybe the devil is busy, but also too, I look at it as in a positive way, like, maybe God is trying to get my attention, or our attention, or trying to get us to change our ways. But I've been changing. I mean, I ain't even a bad man. I do good for people. I don't steal. I'm not trying to hurt nobody or harm nobody, you know. I'm just, my only sin is I'm just a big flirt, you know, very flirtatious. And that could be a very bad sin in its own, to each to his own. To anybody that misjudges, they might look at flirting or lusting as a very bad sin. But, you know, I'm just a natural nature guy. Like, you know, it's kind of hard sometimes to not admire a beautiful woman, or admire her body, or admire, you know, it's kind of hard sometimes. Some people could look at a girl, or look at a woman like it ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying? Some guys been hurt, and they don't really too much care for females like that. Or some female people care and put their mind motivated, want money on them, you know? But I'm happy for the little sleep I got. I pray to God that tonight that I could sleep well, just as well as I did yesterday. I think, like, and also too, I've been stopped taking the medicine. So I'm not really taking no medicine no more, because I feel like it's been messing up my stomach, and probably had a lot to do with it. And I was, you guys, taking a lot of pills every day, like, not all bad pills, but, you know, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, vitamins, and then on top of that, the little sleep aids and little this and that, trying to find medicines to make me go to sleep. I was overdoing it in that kind of way. As far as my stomach feels, I only feel just one little knot, no bigger than a penny, a dime, maybe a nickel at the biggest, you know. I might, you know, from 1 to 10, I might still have to have, you know, it might be a hernia. I might still have to have something done to my stomach. But I just pray to God that it won't be as bad. The only reason why I was scared and nervous, I mean, if you ain't never really had no surgeries and it's like your first surgery in your life and you're only 32 years old and you don't really have like a good strong stomach like that, you know, we got a very weak stomach where you can throw up any little bad smell, any little food that just don't taste good. You just not, my stomach is just not one of those things, you know. I'm just not one of those people who could eat anything or put anything in their mouth, you know what I'm saying? And the only thing I liked was just Mexican food and spicy food, but you know, I really didn't care about greens and stuff like that. So this is another video you could just, you know, show to your kids, to your husband, you know, anybody out there that don't really like too much greens, man. Get your greens in your body, you know, try to go at least 3 days and try to get, like, when I say full course meals, like if you eating chicken, chicken is good. You know, they haven't really like said nothing to me about chicken other than fried chicken. You know, I can eat baked, you know. But what I'm trying to tell y'all is get you some string beans, get you some salad, get you something, and try to put it in there at least 3 times a day during the week, you know. I'm just trying to tell y'all to really care and calm down your drinking if you want to have a good long life. Now, I'm glad that I'm catching these issues. One part of my mind, I'm catching them young. I'm glad because, like, you know, I don't know what old John, if it's in God's will to let me see old, you know. I don't know what old John can handle, you know. I just know that, like, if I do have these stomach problems, you know, God gave me these warnings already by going through these little days and throwing up. You know, when you go through stuff like a surgery in your stomach, you're probably gonna have to be like, you know, I'm probably gonna have to be bedridden. I'm probably gonna have to be in the bed a lot. I'm probably gonna have to be, you know, a lot of days of still somewhat throwing up, not really holding nothing because I don't have no problem of not really holding nothing down. I hope if I do have a surgery, if I do, I don't really want one. You know, I'm really banking that God, it's 2020. You know, they might have something good out there that, you know, your stomach is like your brain in a way. You can't really cut that mug open, but you can cut your stomach open, but you can't really operate on a person's brain like you could do your stomach, you know. But I was really hoping, like, you know, since I've been able to hold down some food lately, I'm just hoping when I go to the doctor, and the reason for it is that today's like the 4th day, and even though I've been holding up some food, but I still, the little sick feeling come, you know, stomach sick, nausea feeling come back to me. And I just wish that feeling go away. Sometimes it comes back to me if I take too long to eat. It's starting to let me hold down anything, but my taste buds want that greasy food that, man, I want some chicken so bad, but I think I'm gonna give me some baked chicken or whatever my wife cooking tonight. I think she might have a good meal for me tonight. Hopefully I'll hold it down. So far, I haven't thrown up. You know, she gave me some type of laxative pill so I could boo-boo. I had a little problems with boo-booing, so I was able to clean myself out today. I boo-booed about 3 times. I don't know if the Pepto-Bismol stuff had anything to do with, or the green stuff that I drank yesterday had anything to do with the color of my boo-boo this morning. I wasn't okay with that, so I took a couple pictures of my dookie. That's kind of nasty, but just to show the doctor, like, look, I'm serious. I was thinking about ignoring the little knot right there, but I don't want it. I don't want it to make my stomach start hurting no more. I don't want to, like, one day I'm eating on some chicken, or I am eating healthy, or I am feeling pretty good, and Even though in the one side of my head I want to just ignore it, but if I mess around and ignore it and it gets too big or it makes me more sicker and I'm doing worse or it's even something else than that, then I gotta like wait later on to get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna let him know about it, and I'm gonna go through whatever doctor and whatever tests I gotta go through, and I'm just gonna keep my fingers crossed and hope that like it come back like a positive, And if it is something that they could give me something, or if it just be like, you pull the muscle, don't eat no spicy food for about a month or two, and then come back and just see if it goes away. Maybe it'll be something that could go away on its own. Or maybe they give me something that I could take to make it go away on its own, and I just don't have to eat no spicy for too much. But if it comes to be a hernia, it comes to be like this lady said that she had like her intestines removed. If it comes to be something like that, I just hope to God whatever it is, um, medicine that they put me on be good enough to put me all the way to sleep where I wake up, I don't feel nothing, and I just hope that if it's the Lord's will, that He if it comes to that He let me come out of it good, and I come out of it strong, and if I may feel a little pain, but I be able to just have enough food in my refrigerator and enough things to be able to make it through the days until it heal. And once when it heal, I'm just gonna try my best to eat the same healthy. I'm not talking about spicy. I'm talking about healthy, and I can live my rest of my life. Only thing that I'm low key worried about is just this sleep, and I just hope just when I get this stomach situation going, hopefully tonight, ain't nobody bugging me. Uh, Hopefully around like I like to go to sleep around 12 or 2. I don't like I said I still don't get sleepy, but it's starting to make me where like if I close my eyes, long story short, if I got it real dark in there, I close my eyes and if I just lay there, how I know I'm asleep for a minute, I can hear like the fan, I can hear it going, and then once when I know I'm asleep, I can't really hear the fan, can't really hear my wife next to me. Maybe if she move or she call my name like I used to do because I'm a light sleeper, I'll wake up. But also too, how I know I'm asleep is that regardless if I am or not, I know that I'm not tossing and turning. So I gotta be getting some sleep. But yeah, I notice I'm not tossing and turning. I hope that my mind is not playing tricks on me. So I hope when I go to the doctor, I hope that it ain't nothing wrong with my stomach, and I just hope that if it do come down to surgery, I just hope that it goes good and smooth. But I'm trying to keep my fingers crossed that it don't be nothing else more than that. And I hope my wife, really make it through whatever she's going through with her situation. And I just hope God just keep on holding on to us, both of us. Um, what else can I say? What else can I do? I just hope after I'm done doing whatever I got to go through, I just hope that the way I'm getting my life right and the things that I'm doing for God and myself, that it can't be no better but blessings on top of blessings. Um, that's it and that's all. I just wanted to tell y'all, stay healthy. I want to tell y'all, eat right. I want to tell y'all, if you're drinking, balance it, especially if you're a low person like me. And if you're picky like me, you don't like vegetables, try to get you some vegetables in there. And, you know, just try to get some vegetables in there as much